It's not an obstacle, it's a challenge. So if somebody says you can't do something, either you can not do it or you can try to show them they're wrong. It's more fun to try to show them they're wrong.
That's the first step to living heads up, is accepting who you are as a being. If you're different than others, there's a reason why you're different.
Everything I try to do with a positive attitude because there's no reason to be down on anything.
If something looks like it's going to be interesting or fun or a challenge that you can attempt, why not? Go for it.
Meet the Super Agers. These super sharp seniors are basketball phenoms who may have found the secret to staying young.
I'm Marge, and I'm 79 years old.
The ladies sink shots with the same ease as people in their 20s and watch them run drills like players half their age.
When you're growing up playing sports, everybody tells you over and over and over again, you better enjoy it now because one day you're not going to be able to play anymore. And I walk into the gym and I see Marge and I'm like, that's a testament to like that being false. It's really inspiring to see that, and it makes me understand that I don't have to listen to what everyone says. You know, there's people like Marge that are pushing the limits and pushing the boundaries and making the impossible possible, you know?
Any day that you feel like you can't do something or you feel like you don't want to do something, it's like you think of Marge, and she's out here busting it, and you get a little motivation to do it. Health is wealth, and I think it's amazing.
25 years ago, I started playing basketball again. I played in high school, but girls these days are so much better than we ever were. They're encouraged to be athletes. When I was a girl, girls got to gym when the boys were done. You could aspire to being a cheerleader, but girls who wanted to play sports, you were a tomboy, you weren't an athlete. It was kind of a little bit frowned on, you know. You really should not want to do that kind of rough stuff.
I told her about this league, and I said, I'm bringing in a new girl. And everybody said, oh great, you know, a new girl, and she shows up, and we're thinking, oh, is she gonna fit in? So she takes the ball, she swishes it in, everybody says, oh, okay. We give her the ball again, she puts it in. Okay, Marge is real.
Marge was the first neuro-ophthalmologist in San Diego County. Neurology is complicated, ophthalmology a little less so, but very few physicians know how to do both. You just cannot be on a medical school faculty in any capacity without being a very hard worker.
I was interested in ophthalmology and internal medicine, so I applied to the big eye hospital in Philadelphia. Whenever you applied to a school, they would always say, well, what are you going to do when you get married? You're going to quit medicine, you know, you're taking up a man's spot. I thought I had a pretty good chance because I had good grades and good recommendations, but they told me they had a woman once and she didn't work out, so they weren't going to take another one. I mean, why take a chance? And then a very fortunate thing happened. Cornell offered me a very nice scholarship, and it was one of the only 2 Ivy League schools that enrolled women. So it was an offer I couldn't refuse.
There was no question there was discrimination against women physicians, particularly in academics. And Marge was brave. She joined the faculty, and because of her intellect, she became an important part of the faculty right from the beginning. Back in her day, I'm sure she was a great inspiration to the women and probably to the men. Marge has done more in her life than most people do in 2 or 3 lives.
In 1967, the American Medical Association had a program offering physicians an opportunity to go to Vietnam and work in Vietnamese civilian hospitals. You know, here I had an opportunity to go someplace in the world I'd never been, to see a situation I was very curious about, and get an around the world ticket, and have experiences in medicine that I could never get back here in the States. So, I mean, the package was better than my fear of getting shot or blown up or whatever. It's a trade-off. You have to figure that what you're going to get is better than what you're afraid of. And then I spent 6 weeks coming home and traveled around the world. Went to Thailand and India and Kashmir, Israel, Greece, Sweden. I've been to about 70 countries. What you learn is people are people. Once you get to know the people, you realize that they're the same around the world. They have the same suffering, the same joys, the same goals. I've been very happy with the way it's gone. I don't have any complaints. I'm glad I took the risks that I took. If something looks like it's going to be interesting or fun or a challenge that you can attempt, why not? Go for it.